Good morning, fisher people. I'm Alan Norris from FishOn TV. I forgot my name then. And it's Thursday, the 26th of June, and I've just arrived at Makins Fishery for the first round of the UK Champs. Really looking forward to this one. Never done great. I've done all right on occasions, but never done great. I've absolutely no idea where we need to be. Not really much idea about tactics. I do know that pellet can work, a bit of meat can work. The fishing at the minute everywhere is tricky with all this hot weather. You'd think it'd be absolutely on fire, but it's tricky, very tricky. Getting feeding, do they want feed? There's matches being won with no feed, there's some matches being won with feed. Getting monster pellets shallow, there'll be a lot of mugging and shallow fishing. Looks like it's going to be quite breezy today. Will that mugging come into effect? It all depends where you get drawn, if you've got a peg where you're sheltered. I don't know. Don't know what to expect. Brought the kitchen sink, we've got all those poles, all those rods, and it's just no idea really. We'll see where we get drawn. There'll be one or two people here that can give me a little bit of advice on what to expect. Now, to do well in the UK Champs, you've got to win your section. I think the section's of 8. So if you come 8th in section, that's 8 points. That's no good. We don't want that. 1 point is what we're all after. There are some fantastic anglers here. Jamie Hughes is back again. Steve Ringer is back again. Adam Wakeling's back again. Andy Powers here. Foggis, Steve Forster, who qualified for Fishing Mania at Hallcroft yesterday on Reed Lake. Nobody saw that one coming. So well done, Steve Forster. I drew peg 21, the usual area that I draw. I knew it was going to fish difficult, but my God, I didn't expect it to be as bad as what it was yesterday. I've gone to Hallcroft yesterday, I've only hooked into 2 fish and lost them both and blanked, along with a couple of guys to my right and all to my left. Peg 6 only had 6 carp. It's fished rock hard on there. Some people haven't even gone to the pegs yesterday. There was blanks everywhere from better anglers than me, and what about quality anglers that have just give it up as a bad job. Fishing Mania finalists have just said couldn't get a bite. A guy to my left, Ryan Bennett, class act, foul up to 1 skimmer, otherwise he had nothing. It wasn't just what I was doing yesterday. Couldn't get a bite on anything, couldn't get a bite on anything short, on the deck, on the pole long. It was ridiculously tough, and I think it's going to be pretty much the same here. It could be rotten, but it could also be very good. It's a different fishery, but the word, when I say keeping in touch with what's going off, there are pegs where you'll empty it, but there's not been many of them. It's going to be difficult for most, so just getting bites is the first thing, and then take it from there. So I'm going to go pay my pulls. I absolutely love this competition, love meeting up with everybody. It's always a good laugh. We've got Woody here, we've got Best in the World, his brother. He's here, he's going to smash us all up apparently, he says. We've got Just Jeff, Tidsy. I've just seen Pricey and Dave Burley and Matt Pilley and Andy Power, they're all here. So really looking forward to it. There's some laughs to be had while we're just talking to everybody, so let me go pay my dues. We'll see where we get drawn, and then we'll see you on the bank. Come on, section win, please! I'm pretty sure that's either the same peg as last year or next to it. So I think we did. I think I come third. I think a third or fourth in section last year. I think it was. I think I had £57. So if I remember rightly, I had nothing in front of me, short. My margin wasn't very good. It was far too shallow in the right hand margin, and it was a chuck to the far bank with a feeder and waggler, but I never caught anything on waggler. We'll get down, we'll see what it's all about. I've got my pellets, we'll see how we get on. Right, peg 9A, exactly the same peg as last time, and the ultimate feeder peg, I remember he kept catching all day, was the one in the gap that goes there. I think it's peg 15 where Jimmy Brooks is. Now I remember last time, this time I've set up feeder to the island, feeder to the other island, bomb down the middle, stroke waggler. I've set a mugging rig up in case I see some muggers. It's first one I've just seen. I actually can't believe it. I've just seen one, but it's a bit too far from my pole. It's about 18 metres away, but I can chuck a waggler. And margins. Now this margin is really shallow, and it's uneven. I don't like it. This one's about, what have I got? Let's have a look. Where are you? Not that one. It's 2 feet, just down here, and it's lovely. That's the margin I'm going to go for. Now I remember last time, it's overgrown a lot since last time I was here, because I could only fish down here, which were no good, but I can actually get a bit further along this time. I don't know why, but I just seem to remember I couldn't fish any further across. I'm not sure why. I can't remember why, whether this is moved, I don't know. Anyway, I can see down there now. So that's the point. If you remember, this peg 2 pegs down was chucking into there, but that's his piece of wood over there, and this is my piece of wood here, and the end of the island, and I can chuck between gap and over there. So that's the plan. I remember when I spoke to Steve and I said, what's this like, last year, and he went, can be a good feeder peg. That was it. And I tried everything on the pole last time, short and at 13 metres. I never had a bite, and neither did the guy to my right. I'm not even bothering with that. It's margins. It suits me down to the ground, this, and I hope that there's fish there. So it's margins, bomb and pellet down the middle, that island and that island, dead easy. It's my kind of fishing, that. And any muggers, if there's any muggers, I have got a mugging rig set up, and that's what I'll be doing. So dead easy. So setup is, I've got the Gabolino Essential. It's 10.5 to 11.5 foot waggler rod, pellet waggler. I've got the mini Preston Carbon Active 10 foot for the bomb. That's my mugging rig. Dead easy, a little mugging rig, like 3 of a gram, little dibber. That's 13 inches. I can open down. 10 foot Superior Carbon Active with a large Guru 28 gram feeder, elasticated, Preston Centris on that. That's my margin rig, just over 2 feet deep, 14-16 elastic, and this is the 12 foot SUV feeder, the Shimano XTC 5500 CI at C14 reel. That's 12 foot. It's quite a bit of a chuck. It's quite a bit of chuck over there. I'm guessing that's got to be 45 metres, something like that. Dead easy. Pellets. I've got some dead res for down the margin. I've got some corn, which is, where have I put that? Oh, it's in my bag. I need to put that in there. So I've got some corn. I have got some meat if I want to put it on as a hook bait over the bomb line. That can work. 8mm pellets, Fishery 8mm pellets, Fishery micros dyed up with the Bag and Match Baits pineapple flavoured dye, and I've got some extra additives in there as well, which it's one that I'm just testing out, and some live maggots that they're just out to keep it fresh here so they don't go off. Wafters, wagglers, dead easy. So keep it simple, keep it accurate. Let's concentrate on this. How well, I think I had £56 last time. I want double that today if I can. None of that messing about with the other stuff that I did last time for nothing. I think it's going to be tough. Everywhere's fishing tough. I don't think it's going to be easy. But all I can say is I feel comfortable with this peg. It's my kind of fishing. Let's just hope there's some fish there. Let's hope they're feeding. Let's hope we can get a few. Right, we'll see you guys during the match. 15 minutes to go.
What I've done, I've put 4 method fulls on that long island, and I emptied one where I'm fishing, and I've literally gone out and dropped it in. And why? Because they're a big, because of the wind, it's all over at shop, the wind. But it's following my line, waiting for it to sink, and it's gone straight round. First cast, so let's hope we keep up for day. Well, I haven't got it in yet, but it's nice to have a bite, because I think I had a bite yesterday all day. Didn't have for a scrap up to start with. Went to my clip, even though I've got a few winds up. Didn't realise it would come that close in. Sitting perfect. And just micros. I have got ground bait. Sometimes, don't know why. Mentioned it loads of times. People just stick with one thing, and I like to make a few changes. Method feeder fishing. Micros and ground bait can be absolutely devastating at times. Now this wind, with the trees being as they are, it's swirling everywhere. You've got to be a little bit brave with your cast if you overcast it up. And I was just... They've cut the reeds back there, it looks like it, because I was actually chucking through the reeds. There we go. That's gone again. Couldn't quite turn him then. Seems a little bit bigger, this one. This one out it. Oh, he's unhooked himself. Make sure he's not snapped the line. Nope. Get in. What a lovely fish. What a surprise. Nice ghosty. Yeah, the ghosty about £6 or £7. I don't mind those, do we, Mr. Ghosty? We'll call you Casper. Oh, they've got tiny mouths. Wowzers. That's something worth bearing in mind. But if I could, I think I'd land it right in that spot every time. I think the only way to do that would be to put an heavier feeder on and stop it moving. It's only a 28 gram feeder, this one. I think a 32, I know it's not a lot, but it just might make that difference for accuracy. But we'll persevere with this to start with, and if it gets any worse, I'll just have to put an heavier feeder on. A smaller feeder, but heavier. I don't want to go 45, I think it's too heavy for that. It's making me rethink what feeder to use for out there. I'll try a 30 to start with, but we'll see. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll put 7 on just in case. So in the first 40 minutes I've 23, 24 pound, 23 pound. Nice start, I like that. But just do a few more before the hour's up. Be very nice. I'll put a few pellets out there. They stay perfect. lovely. I'm not going mad with the feed. 4 or 5 pellets. Because lately the fish have not been coming to feed, so 4 or 5 pellets. I'm going to do that every 5 or 6 minutes. It thought about dropping back then. That or the ghosty, it just dropped back. So if ever your line or your tip just goes slack, don't tighten it up, strike. It's swum towards you with the feeder. Right. Keep your fingers crossed, people, that it keeps going round. I think I lost count of count. I think it's 7 this. So we're on to it. We're 5 minutes before the hour. I've got 31 pound on my clicker, and it just seems to be getting stronger out there. I'm not leaving it in more than 3 minutes because I'm getting a bite after, well, almost instantly. I didn't even know what was happening there, that one. Coming nicely, isn't it? It's playing hell up now, look. Love it when they're coming like that. And that cast, by the way, and we've spoke about it, me and Tidsy have spoke about it a few times. Trying to get the perfect cast, a lovely little plop. And he said to me, he said, I'm not bothered about that. He says, it's a dinner bell. He says, a great big splash, I'm not worried. Oh. Come on, just behave some while I get my fingers on you. Wow. And I did hit my clip, but it went in heavier than I like it to go in. And I thought, I'll give it. I'm only leaving it 3 minutes anyway, so it's like baiting it up. It went round after about 5 seconds. Not even sunk line. And that's what's happening. If I hadn't had a bite in less than sort of 2 minutes really, I don't seem to get a bite. So I'm not leaving it any more than 3. There's no point, because the bites, when I get one, are instant. They're on it straight away. So there must be a lot of fish around the island at the minute. I've just refed the Long Island. I just put a feeder full out there just to keep them interested if there is any out there. So that's like my backup line, and I'm not getting much chance to feed my pellets. It's sinking my line, holding my rod, because it just flies round. It's unbelievable. Great fishing. And let's see if we can do it while the camera's on. Let's see if it happens again. It probably won't. Now the camera's on. Quite get my clip hard enough at all there. Needed to give it a bit, but we'll see. It's just a little bit short really, so that definitely won't have more than. Oh, I know what I did. I forgot to tighten my clutch up. And you've got to sink your line, because this wind's all over and there's always a bow in it or something. That might not be quite good enough. Might not be quite close enough. Got to hit the clip. Oh, hold on. Is that going to go? There you go. That's why I'm not leaving it more than 3 minutes. There's absolutely no point. It doesn't feel like a big one, this, but it's another fish. But they always turn into something different. It could be a skimmer even, I'm not sure. It's coming in really easy. That's got to be a skimmer. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it is. It's a bream. So the carp are in the really shallow water and the bream are in the slightly deeper water just off the island. Because that didn't take long and there's got to be a few of them for it to go around that quick. They're not bad, are they? We'll give that another go. Yeah, that's okay. Spike's just sticking out a little bit more than I want it. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get this in that shallower water. I've had to pull it off the it hit the reeds, that one. Damn it. I've had to pull it out just inches too far because I'm right up again and when I get it right. It's plopped in, probably a foot off. I could just see it right on the reed and I just pulled it, so we'll let them pellets come off and we'll recast. Not ideal that well, camera's running, is it? It was literally inches off being perfect, that. Right, we'll give that 2 minutes and if it hasn't gone we'll reel it in and try again, but I'm sure there'll be some more action, people. Well, I think this is carp number 9, I think, and if I get this in, this will take me to £50 and we're an hour and 25 in. Wow, bloody thing. Swam over the top of the net then, that bloody thing. Maybe another 5 or 6 pounder. I'm gonna go 6, I think. I think he's more than 5. So that, I think, my friends, is about as near as, damn it, £50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's just, I need about another £7 to beat the last time I was on here. But last time I came on here I faffed about going short and on pole and priming a 13 metre line. I just thought, do what I feel really confident in, and that is feeder to island, because that's where I got most of my fish from last time. There was no reason why to set anything else up unless there'd have been loads of muggers that I could have mugged for the first hour, but I'm absolutely delighted with that, people. £50 already, that's great. I don't know how anybody else is getting on, I can't really see him apart from Adam. Bang in the same spot, that's lovely, perfect. Let's hope it goes again. 2 hours in and I've been ticking over nicely, a few minutes over 2 hours, and I've on my clicker, whether it's right or wrong I don't know, I've got £78, which I've smashed last time around here, and we finish. Well, we've got another 3 hours, so I'm still catching them from there, but I'm having to double cast to keep bites coming. I'm going to have a cast, empty it, go back out, and then I'll get one. It seems, there we go, that's gone again. That's spat it out, that. So it jump. That's come out at water and spat it out. But it's just starting to go, not funny, it's just not quite as positive. I'm having to be positive to keep the bites coming, if that makes sense. And these last few weeks when I've been fishing, I've been very wary of too much bait. There's a lot of matches being won with no bait, but with it being shallow over there and in margins with cover, they are reacting to it and they're feeding. I keep topping that one up out there, not too much, just now and again. And hopefully, I'm not sure how that'll affect it losing that fish. That, I mean, it's been blowing that way and now it's blowing left to right big time. Well, it's been blowing always, but that's blown it to right. Well, I'm not too worried because last time it did that, about where it is, there were no indications whatsoever and it just smashed round. And I've just had a slight indication there, so there's definitely fish on it. That's not where the bait was from last time. That just blew, just as it was dying a death, it just blew to it right, but it's still okay, it's tight. And what I have noticed is you've got to be, if I'm not tight up, I tend not to get a bite, or I just get little indications which I think are skimmers. As soon as I get, and you're talking that much, maybe an extra 6 inch to a foot further, that's when I get into carp. And with being tight up, you get quite a few drop backs, so you know, some people will probably think, what's he striking for when he's on method feeder? But you've got to strike at drop backs because it's slack line you're taking up. So sometimes I've had to go right back here and really wind quick. But as you can see now, it's going left to right big time. And I've got a waggler, which I fixed one of these on, which you can put feed, a few micros in there. And I'm not sure I'll be able to get it out there accurate enough. And you won't be able to hold it anyway because of the wind, but I'm sure that tight up to Ireland with micro falling out over the top of a pellet. I hadn't used it for ages, and I just found one of these in my garage. I thought, do you know, I'll try that if I get like a little island chuck with a waggler, because it honestly sometimes it can be absolutely ridiculous. You can see them going like this and your line just straightens up. It's a little fruit shoot cap. I've drilled an hole through it and just screwed it in. It looks a bit ridiculous, but I'll tell you, I've had some fantastic days doing that, and I've not done it for years. I just saw it, I thought, do you know, I'll take that, and I think it'd work out there because they're definitely coming to a feed, and I'm sure if I cast it out there tight up on a clip, it'd just go, because there's definitely fish there. But as you can see now, that's 2 minutes. I'm not going to leave that too long. We'll recast that and hopefully I'll get a fish on this cast. Probably thinking it's a bit impatient, but I do a lot of feeder fishing and sometimes you get to read something, and I like to think I'm reading this right, that something's changed and they're reacting to sort of, if a couple of lots of bait goes in, it seems to have an effect. It's like they've got some free snap, they'll start competing and they'll get greedy and hopefully go on mine. That's what I'm thinking. Could be completely wrong, but we all know carp love micros and there's definitely fish out there. And if this does go funny, I have been prepping this bomb line. If I have 4, oh, is that on? Yes. I was about to say, if I have 4 or 5 casts with nothing, and sometimes you've just got to hold on. like this is really going. If I have 4 or 5 casts, 6 casts with nothing, I'll probably try that long line or the bomb line and maybe empty 2 there just to leave some bait and give them some confidence to come back feeding. But at the minute it's still going, so this is how I'm thinking. When you're catching fish, it's always easier, I think, to try and work stuff out. It's when you're not catching and changes that you do are not making any difference. But I noticed a couple of casts that I left 4 minutes, 5 minutes, nothing. So then I started doing 3 minutes and now 2 minutes, reel it in, back out, and it creates, I mean that's gone around in less than a minute, it's just creating a bit of a feeding frenzy because it's going around quite viciously as well. So it's easy to talk about what's happening when you're catching. It's when you're not catching it's difficult to work something out. And I did this at Allcroft on an open match. We're having 3 minute cast maximum with quite a big method feeder to start with to put some bait down. And it worked, but unfortunately it wasn't a match winning peg, but I did alright. About £70, which I was happy with from where I was. But it did bring the fish in. No matter what I did yesterday though at Allcroft in that Fishermania qualifier, I was along with all the rest of my bank not catching a thing. Get in, that's a nice fish that. And he decided to turn just as I got the net under him. He'll be like £7, maybe even 8. He's definitely 7. And he's spun round in my net. I think this is my 15th carp, I think 16th carp, I'm not sure. But more importantly, if I get this, this should take me over the £100. And we're 2.5 hours in, so we're halfway through the match. Refed that, it's difficult to feed that long line because God, nearly ended up in Adam's peg when gusted that hard. I keep feeding it, I'm not feeding it as tight as I'd like actually, I'd like it to be a bit tighter than where I am, but I'm not worried. It's bait in the area, as long as I get my feeder tight up when I'm over there, I'll be fine. I'm being critical, I'll do with it being as tight as this I think from what I've seen. I'm just about to refeed the bomb line and it just smashed round. I don't know how I'm doing each section, but I've got to be doing okay. I've just got to be. Let's hope I am. Jimmy Brooks will be, he'll take some beating. He can catch fish, that lad. He's on peg 15. No idea how he's fishing because I can't see him. Whether he's on feed at pole, I don't know. This absolutely tore off this. Put a right scrap up. Look at him. I wonder if he's a young buck because he's absolutely screaming. Flying everywhere. God, he's an angry one, this one. The others have glided in okay, really. Come on, fishy. Oh, yeah. Gotcha. He was tearing around, you could tell. Absolutely tearing around. Yeah, that'll just take me over the 100. It's probably £5. There's Dad on. Look at this. I wondered what it was when it come to the top to start with. The big one. I didn't come right to the top, I just saw the white. Yeah, it looks like a decent one as well. Nice big ghosty. Daddy Casper. Come on, son. Wow. He's just not wanting to come in, is he? I really bullied him as well to start with. I just thought it was a normal one. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh dear, a bit bigger than I thought. Daddy Casper, come on. Let's see Uncle Nosh. This time, come on, son. He's not wanting to show his face, is he? He's got a right tail on him. We don't want him going in there. Oh, he's a proper big white one. I could have got him there if I'd have been a bit closer. These ghosties don't have scrap. Just so heavy. I think he's a 10-pounder at least. Come on, Daddy. I can't believe this, what a scrap he's putting up. He's wanting to go down back in my nets. He must be getting tired now, son. No, he's not wanting to get his head up. Look at him, he's trying like crazy. Oh, only just gets in the net. What a beast. Come on, Daddy Casper. Let's have you. He's a beauty. He's got to be £12. Oh, he's jiggling about. He's snapped my hook length. Where is it? Yeah, it's not in him. It must be in my net. Look at Casper there. What a beauty. 45, yeah. Just enough. So we'll put that down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 58 on there. I hope I've not gone over. No more fish in that net. Can't believe I'm still on the same line. I've been quite aggressive with feed. I'll empty a feeder full, go over the top, and it's working. I just feel so lucky. It's not very often you can go this long on the same line, and if I get this, it'll take me to 150, and we've got an hour and 15 minutes left, and I've only brought 3 bloody nets. Might have to see if Matty's got one I can borrow while he's not doing out. Oh dear, I can't believe it. I don't want to be running back to the van for another net. I hope he's got a spare one for me. Ah, caster. Because I've got £31 in this net. Right, there's 45 minutes left, and on my clicker, I've got a feeling it might be less, but I've got 159 on my clicker. I'd love to get to that 200. It just, if I don't get it now, absolutely bang on, I'm not getting a bite, so I've got to get it really tight, and it's difficult with this wind. It's swirling all over. Again, I'm still only on 2-minute casts, and we're coming up to 2 minutes now, and I'm like, should I be going in my margin? I have fed it, not seeing anything swirl, but I do keep getting bites on here, but just not as quick. It's like every sort of third cast now, but it is still going, and there's still fish there because I'm getting indications when it goes in. It's just getting it right with the cast and see if we can keep them coming. I'd love to get another 6 or 7 just to top that weight up. Might not be tight enough, that. I could tell because there's a buoyant line which, oh, and it's gone. Nice one. And I've had a couple of casts there already, so that's how it can be. That's how it was right at the beginning on every single cast. Then it's gone funny, and I've had to sort of just keep putting bait and keep going in and out. I've had to do some more micros, and they've soaked up beautiful. In fact, I'm going to top them up. I don't see any point going in that margin because I could waste. I'd only have 5 minutes in it anyway, but why waste 5 minutes when I can concentrate on trying to keep these coming. It's the first time in a long time I've been on a line all day. Not saying it's been prolific, but it's been lovely. Prolific could be every single cast. I've had to work quite hard to keep them coming. Regular casting. Topping it up with feed with no weighting, just empty a feeder. But they're definitely loving them micros out there for sure. It's coming lovely all the way in, nice one. Oh, I meant to tighten that landing net up. It's a smaller stamp. Right, it's tightened up now. There, bloody thing. Another 5 or 6 pounder. I'll put 6 on, 2, 3, 4, 6. After the one I lost, and I've gone straight back out and it's gone round after 30 seconds. It feels really strange this, I can't work it out, I don't know what's going off. Feels really strange. Could be a big fish this, it feels really slow and lumpy. I hope it is. It certainly doesn't feel like a youth. Strange, I think it was just lolling about. It's not massive, but it's another 7 pound. That's right in scissors, that. Can't hardly see hook. So people, I'm going to concentrate for this last half hour and we'll see you guys at the weigh-in. We'll see if I can get a few more. Be nice. Be nice to have a few instant responses on the cast. So let's see if I can hit that 200 pound. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? That took some getting in. Right, we'll see you guys at the weigh-in.
televised because while I'm fishing today, I've had Tom Scully on phone, and we've sorted out it, so it will be Facebook Live and everything on the next round. So while you've all been fishing, enjoying yourself, and I weren't catching up down there, I've sorted out television, especially for the sponsor.
Oh, you
well done,
Thank
you. Especially, more so especially for some, you know, some of the sponsored lads. It's good for them, it's good for the companies, and it's good for the angling trade in total. So it needed doing.
And it's good for the event.
And it's good for the event as well. So anyway, but thanks for taking part today. Thanks to Andy Pell and all his staff, fantastic, and looked after us as always. So thanks for that, buddy. And you, Bob, and all. I don't know how to put up with Bob. Right, here we go. Let's start with your sections. Section A. Sections today are 100 quid to winners, 45 quid for second. Section A from peg 15 on Lake 2, A bank. Jimmy Brooks, 105.3. Well, Jimmy. Second with £52.7, peg 18, Russ Brooks. Yeah, it don't matter, mate, you take it. Write his name on that. Lake 2, B bank, £143.4, Adam Wakeling, who's gone. And second from peg 19 on Lake 2, B bank, 129.6, Liam Hale. Yeah, a few coins in there, mate, but don't worry about them, they all spend. Section C over on Lake 3 with £106.9, peg 18, Dale Jackson. Dale. Well done, pal. And second, I mean, qualified for Fishermania yesterday with £104.5, Stephen Forster. Well done, Steve.
Well done, Steve. Alright, well, like others, really.
D section, write his name on that, I would have thought. D section, Lake 4, £98.7, Andy Power. Here we go. And second with £86 from peg 25, Ollie Stringer. Like that, boys. E section, Reptile, peg 28, £105, 15 ounces, David Ward. And second with £102.6 from Reptile 19, Lee Helliwell. No, Lee Helliwell. F section from peg 2 with 153.14, Rich Evans. And second with 97.10 from Snake 18, Matt Rosevear. G section, Lizard, peg 35 with £112 exactly, Rome Frizzell. Yeah. And second from Lizard 9, £75.2, Tom Newton. H section, Lagoon, peg 16, £95.5, Jason Dunworth. I'll take that, I'll see you at the weekend. Second with £93.10, Lagoon 23, Dale Shepherd. Here we go. G section over on 7 from peg 6, £130.11. Welcome back, Nick Speed. Oh, Nick.
Cheers. Thanks, buddy.
And second from peg 10, £105 exactly, Ben Dales. Well done, Ben. Well done, buddy. Right, there are your sections. So, which brings us on to our top three. Top three in third place with £154, 7 ounces from Lake 2, A Bank, peg 20, Mark Price.
Well
done, Mark. 250 quid. In second place, they do like to keep it in the family, these two. From 7, peg 12, £158 collecting 500 quid, Dave Burley. Well done, Dave.
Well done,
Well done, Paul. And your winner on the day from Lake 2, Peg 9. A mighty performance, I might say. Mighty. With 193 pounds 5 ounces. Alan Norris collecting £1,000.
Well done, Al.
Well done, Al. There you go. Al, there is a trophy that got delivered today, so I'll bring it next round. So there's your winner. You want that one because you can only cash that one, Al. So here's your round 1 winner and leader so far, Alan Norris. Thank you very much, guys.
Boom! Doosh! Can you believe it? What is going on? Oh my god, I didn't expect that. I thought there'd be 200 odds and all sorts of weight today. Well, there it is. Lake 2, A side number 9. I drew that peg last year. I set all sorts up, short, 13 metres, slapping rig, mugging rig, margin rigs, feeder rigs, bomb rigs. And I just knew from last year with this wind, I thought, only pole rig I'm setting, well, 2 pole rigs. I set a mugging rig up just in case it calmed down and there were fish to be mugged. But it was blowing all over the place. I've mentioned it numerous times today. And I just knew where to cast from last time. And there's the shallow water right in some reeds. I didn't have to go through the reeds this time because it's been, looks like it's been cut back, or the geese have chewed it back, and it's about that deep. Slightly to the left it drops off. You can tell because your rod bends round, and then left of that to the point it's shallow again. And I've caught in all the shallow areas. Set off great, first cast, second cast, third cast, fourth cast, then nothing. So I've gone in, emptied a feeder, gone back in, it's gone round, and it's been just steady away. And it started to go a bit funny, but what I found was by emptying a feeder or only giving it 30 seconds, reeling back in, going back out again, it'd just keep going on. It wasn't like mega prolific, it was just lovely and steady all day, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'll be honest, I just wanted to win the section. I did not expect that, did I, monkey? You didn't. So absolutely thrilled to have won my section, and absolutely delighted to have won the first round of the UK champs. So that's me, Tidsy and Woody. We've all got one of them now. Oh, unbelievable. I have primed the margin. I've had pellets going out on like a waggler bomb line, and I've kept feeding the Long Island chuck in case it just went dead, because you just know with fishing it can go dead. I wanted somewhere else to be able to go, but I've not had to do. I've worked that peg, I've worked it and I've gone left, I've gone right, sometimes not on purpose because the wind would just blow it, and it's just kept going round. I have had a little disaster in the last 15-20 minutes. The elastic broke, even though I tested it with brand new, just it was coming to the net, 7 or 8 pounder, and then I've lost a bigger one later. I've not changed the loop, I've not retied the loop that you connect your feeders to. After all those fish battling through and really holding them back so they don't go right into the reeds and go into the next peg and knock my clip off, I've been really holding them, but I've been bullying them out of there. And I've hooked into another one and lost that as well. I've lost three fish today, and it just broke. One, the hook just came, the hook length came off, don't know why. It's happened before with those good old feeders, but it just came off, don't know, I've no idea why. Could I have caught more? I actually think so. I think I've been happy enough with my casting and I've been catching, but I think I've probably got my casting accuracy about 85% if I had to be totally honest, and I think there was improvement there, definitely. And I think there were well over 200 pounds to be had. There was just fish there, could tell. As soon as you put it in, you'd see little taps, liners, and then it'd go. And I think for sure I could have probably broke 200, pushing maybe 240, 250. I think that was achievable today, I really do, because there's patches in during the match I've thought, come on Alan, pull yourself together, what are you doing? that's been super critical, because at the end of the day I've won the match, so I've done something right. I've absolutely loved it. That peg suited me right down to the ground. One, I knew it. Two, it's a feeder chuck. I'm sure they'll have been fishing my margins, but there was no point coming off it because I just kept catching, and I have absolutely loved it today. Now that's 1 point. I am leading the UK champs, but I've fished plenty of these matches now, and these lakes, it's easy enough to come last in section if you don't draw properly. It's you're down to the draw, down to the type of fishing that you like and that you're comfortable with. I can fish shallow, I can mug, but not compared with these guys. They're a different league. So I feel, even though I've won it, I feel very lucky I've drawn a peg I knew. I'm very lucky that it suited me down to the ground. It's just one 10-foot rod I've used all day today. That is just a magical match for me. It's just easy. It was the easiest match I've probably ever fished. Not easy getting them in, not easy casting because of that wind. It was swirling everywhere, but what a day. And I don't think there's much else more to say than I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel very privileged, very lucky. And can I do better? Can I do just as good in other rounds? It will be tough because these guys are class acts, and I'm under no illusions that it could be a disaster next time. I hope not, but you just never know. I'll be going full of confidence. I know I can catch them. If I'm on them, I know I can catch them. And today's proved it for me, so let's hope that happens in future rounds and future matches. So a damn sight better than yesterday. What an absolute turnaround. A blank yesterday at Hallcroft along with umpteen others, and then you win the UK champs the next day. I don't think it gets any better. So that's it from me, people. I hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope the sound has not played up on the video. Try my best to get everything right. And where am I next? I'm not sure. Not sure where I'm next. So there we go, people. That's done, dusted. Don't forget, it is absolutely free to subscribe to my channel, and if you click that notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them. Oh, I haven't told you. I'm pretty sure you've seen the video. It was just an hybrid feeder with a 7mm wafter and pellets. That's it, job done. So don't forget, click that notification bell, you get all those videos as we upload them, and we shall see you on the bank wherever it may be. So take care, people, and don't forget to fish on. Oh, I can't just go. Massive thanks to Andy Kinder for organising the UK champs as per usual, and Bob and Terry. Great job. Andy here at Makins. Got to do the thank yous, completely forgot. So thank you guys, really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Toodaloo.